Hey everybody, it's Randy with Randy Reviews and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a end of the year recap of my wardrobe index using the Indyx app. And basically I just wanted to go over some things that I saw in the app and maybe some goals that I'm going to set for next year and all of that jazz. So if you guys don't know, Indyx is an app that you can use to literally index your entire wardrobe, from your clothes to your shoes, purses, jewelry, even, you can get as nitty gritty as perfume and underwear, whatever. But basically, it's a way to keep up with everything that you have in your closet and to, do some analytics around, cost per wear and create outfits to help you get dressed every day. And it's just a great app. It's a free version and then there's a cost version. I upgraded almost instantly to the costed version because the free version doesn't allow you to get all of the investment and usage analytics that come with the cost version. So you can still use the free version to upload all of your items and create outfits if that's what you're mainly going to use it for, but you can't get all of the nitty gritty like data for free. So there's that. So I've been using Indyx for I think a year and a half. I think I started last year. No, I started this year. It hasn't even been a full year. I think I started in March of this year. So this is an end of the year recap after using it for majority of 2025. So first of all, I added 120 items to my wardrobe this year, but I removed 103 items. So, technically I only added 17 items, which is great. I didn't have a number goal, but I definitely was like, okay, I needed to be less than 500 items. Like if I get more than 500 items in my um if I have more than 500 items in my wardrobe, like I got some problems. I think I do have more than 500 because some stuff that I have like in storage. So when I do like my swap from summer to winter and vice versa, I archive some of those pieces so it removes that number from your total, but it doesn't remove them like as if you donated or sold them. So those items that are like stored won't show in my total number, but they're not in the removed column as well. So right now it showed that I have 400 items, but I think I have around about 450 because I have stuff stored and I put it in archived in the Indyx app. Anyway, so I was really happy about this. Like, yes, I added some pieces, quite a few pieces, but a lot of this stuff was stuff that was in storage. So it wasn't that I bought 120 items. It was just that once I had to do my switch, I had to add all of that stuff that I brought into my closet for the winter. So, but I got rid of over 100 items, and that was a goal, like a random goal that I just set last month, and I met it. So I'm happy about that. Um, then the next thing that I looked at was my usage, and unfortunately, I only used about 57% of my wardrobe this year, and it's a few factors on why that happened. First of all, I was pregnant until May. So a lot of clothes I just wasn't wearing because of comfortability. Like all of my jeans and stuff I wasn't wearing. Obviously I couldn't fit them because of the belly bump and all of that stuff. So it was quite a few things. And then like heels I pretty much wasn't wearing. So those two like items right there, which is a lot of pieces in my wardrobe because I have probably about 30 pairs of jeans and like 50, 60 pairs of heels that I was not wearing for over half of the year. And then after I had the baby, I still wasn't wearing some of that stuff. So that's why I feel like my usage was pretty low. I would like it to be at least 75%. I feel like if I'm wearing 3/4 of my wardrobe every year, that's a good place to be at because that means that I'm pulling for a lot of the stuff. Some items like you know, like I said, heels or like super dressy evening wear, which I don't have a lot of anyway, but things like that, you're not gonna wear a lot. Then I live in a warmer climate, so like my winter clothes, I'm not gonna wear as much throughout the year as well. So that's why I said 75%. But that also tells me that I need to have less of those items in my wardrobe if I'm not going to be able to wear them a lot of times throughout the year. So there's that. The next thing, which I always am at top of mind when I'm shopping or whatever, is cost per wear. So this year, my cost per wear on average, meaning all of the different categories, was about $11, which is not horrible. That simply means that if I buy something for $11, I can wear it once, or I wore it one time. And I mean, that's not horrible. You know what I'm saying? That's not great either, because it's like you basically spending $10 and then never wearing it again. I don't want to be that type of person for sustainable reasons, not just because it's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course, I don't want to just be wasting money, but also I don't want to buy something and only wear it one time at that price. What price am I willing to wear something one time is around $5. So that is my goal for 2026, to get my cost per wear down to about $5 on average per item. So every item won't be hitting that mark. It's going to be items that are like pennies to cost per wear, and then it's going to be items that are like 10, 15 bucks cost per wear. So I just want my average to be about $5. And where I'm the highest cost per wear at right now is shoes. I need to do better. I love shoes. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, first of all, I got almost 100 pairs of shoes. Like, mind you, I got 400 items. So over a fourth of my closet is shoes. I love shoes. But I also love buying shoes. So what happens is I buy something and I'm like, ooh, these gonna be my new favorite blah blah blahs, you know, these gonna be my new favorite this. I wear them, you know, 4 or 5 times or whatever, and I'm like, okay, I want something that's like, I get an itch, you know. And especially summertime, like sandals and heels. I love boots too, but I could go a longer period of time without buying new boots because I live in a warmer climate, so they don't get as worn out, and I still like them a longer period of time. Like, I have boots I've had for 5, 6 years, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to pull them out because I'm only wearing them, you know, maybe 2 to 3 months out of the year. Whereas sandals and, you know, open toe shoes, open toe heels, I'm wearing those 7, 8 months out of the year, so I get bored with them pretty quickly. I've literally bought shoes and I'm like, these are gonna be my forever shoes, and then I wear them like 15 times and I'm like, okay, those were cute. But I do buy a lot of my shoes on clearance or for very cheap prices, so I'm not too harsh on myself because I know I'm not spending hundreds of dollars and then only wearing the shoes 5, 6 times. Most of the time I'm spending on average 40, 50 bucks. You know what I'm saying? Give or take. If it's a little sandal or if it's a little flip flop, those only might be 15, 20 bucks, whatever the case may be. But on average, I'm not spending hundreds of dollars on these shoes. So I can wear them less time. And a lot of times my shoes be in such good condition that I end up selling them, getting some money back. So I do recoup, you know what I'm saying, when I can on the shoes. More so than clothes. I feel like people don't be really wanting used clothes like that. Like, when I sell on Poshmark, it take forever to sell clothes. Shoes, as soon as I put them on there, people liking them, they ready to buy them, they sitting there offers, blah 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 blah. They might lowball you, but at least they are interested. Clothes, I've had dresses on Poshmark literally for like 3 years at this point that don't nobody want because I don't know, people just don't want clothes like that. I end up donating most of my clothes, so that's why I feel like I could spend more on shoes because I'm gonna get more money back for them. Whereas clothes, most of the time I'm donating them, so most of the time I'm buying them from the thrift store. Okay, there's that. Yeah, so shoes had the highest cost per wear at, I think it was $14, and jewelry had the lowest cost per wear at around $4, which makes a lot of sense because for the most part, most of my jewelry I wear. Like I'm a like for me not to have on no earrings right now or no additional rings or nothing, it's like crazy. Like I wear my jewelry every single day. Something. Earrings, rings, those two are the bare minimum. I might have on bracelets, watch, necklace, all of the above. And because of that, I spend more money on them because I need them to last. You know what I'm saying? I don't like buying a lot of costume jewelry anymore because it doesn't last. So I prefer to buy like sterling silver. I have a few gold pieces, but it can be like, you know, sterling silver 14 karat overlay or gold vermeil. It doesn't have to be 100% gold or whatever. But I do prefer to buy real jewelry over costume jewelry because I be wearing my jewelry, y'all, like for real. I bought a few little cheap rings or whatever, you know, that I'm gonna wear like a couple times. But other than that, most of the time, I'm going somewhere so that I can spend a good amount, but not too expensive. Like think Pandora, Swarovski, that level, you know, 100 to $200, but I'm going to wear it and have it for forever, you know, until I don't want to wear it no more or I lose it, which which rarely happens. So I get a lot of wear out of my jewelry, which is great, which is why it's always on my to buy list. I'm always in the market for jewelry because I love jewelry. I love rings especially. So I'm always looking for new rings, honey. I'm always looking for new brands to try. So if y'all have any recommendations, let me know. Typically I go for Pandora. I've kind of been shopping at James Avery a little bit. I don't know if that's like a well-known brand, but they have that store here in Dallas, and it's comparable, like the price range to Pandora. They also have like charm bracelets and stuff, but I like their rings and their chains, their necklaces. So yeah, there's that. As far as usage, I wear each item on average about 9 times. So remember, I said I only wore 57% of my closet, and on average, with that combined, I only wore each piece about 9 times. That's not bad. You know what I'm saying? That's not horrible. But I know I could do better. I know I could do better. And because I have so much stuff, it's literally impossible for me to wear things so often. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, I only go to the office once a week. So say once a week, that's 4 times a month that I'm getting dressed in office attire or business casual or whatever have you. If I got 10 pairs of dress pants, 15 skirts, and 10 dresses, I can pretty much wear something different every single time that I go to the office. You know, if I have 8 to 10 pairs of, you know, what I would consider like work attire type shoes, I can damn near wear a different pair of shoes, you know what I'm saying, for every 3 months. So I'm only touching those same shoes maybe 3 to 4 times a year. So that's why I'm trying to, like I said, get rid of stuff, limit what I'm buying in certain categories, and trying to just wear what I have. I haven't bought any work attire clothes wise, any, since I've been back in the office. Even prior to, I can't remember the last time I bought something that was like a work attire type of piece, because I have so much stuff from working in corporate for the last, I don't know, 15 years, and you know, being the same size for a long time. I just don't need any of it. So I did buy a few new pair of shoes because my feet have grown a whole size, y'all. I'm not playing. Like, they have gotten a whole size bigger after pregnancy. They were not this big even while I was pregnant. So it's just crazy. But anyway, my feet have grown, so my work shoes are not comfortable, and I needed some lower heel options. I had way too many stiletto pump type work shoes. It's like, girl, you can't walk to lunch with them type of shoes on. So I did purchase a few new pieces of shoes, but I haven't bought any new clothes for work. Boots, I only bought 3 pairs of boots this season, which is great. I got rid of like 12 pairs, so I did good. You know what I'm saying? I didn't buy any like casual style shoes for the winter. I still have my 2 pairs of Tory Burch Mules that I bought last year that were like $400 a piece. So I'm wearing the crap out of those. I wear them damn near every day because they're mules that I can slide in and out of. I have to take my shoes off when I go pick up the baby at the daycare, so I need shoes that I can literally, get in and out without having to touch my feet. So I wear them almost every day. So I'm getting a great cost per wear on them. What else is some highlights? I bought 1 pair of gym shoes that I just bought, like literally for Black Friday, that I showed y'all in a couple videos ago. So I didn't buy any gym shoes this year. I'm always gonna need new sandals because, like I said, I wear them so much throughout the year that they go bad pretty quickly because I don't buy expensive ones. I bought 1 pair of Birkenstocks that were a little bit more expensive because I like to have like 1 pair of sandals that I just wear inside the house, and those are usually what I like. And then I bought a couple of cheap pair of sandals or whatever, nothing major. And I probably bought a couple pairs of heels. But I did really good on shoes this year. Like, I did not do like I usually do. Like, I usually splurge and buy, 30, 40 pair of shoes in 1 year. I did not do that this year. So, there's that. That's my shoe rant. So, let's get to the math, honey. So, this year, I spent $3,039 total throughout the year on items, including purses, shoes, clothes, etc. My goal was $250 a month. So what's that? 25. My goal was 3,000. I thought my goal was 2,500. No, it was 250 times 12. So that's 3,000. So y'all, I damn near hit my goal right on the head, baby. I'm sure it's going to go up a little bit because I haven't added everything that I bought from Black Friday. So it might be closer to about 3,500 once I'm done. But even still, that's only 500 over my goal of 3,000. Baby, that's good. That's good. Last year, I spent an obnoxious amount of money. I spent almost $7,500 on clothes, shoes, purses, all of the above. It was some big purchases in there that caused that number to ramp up, but still, that's crazy. So that's like 60% less than what I spent last year. Holla at your girl. Yes, I did that. I did that. And I'm going to keep my goal for next year similar, 3,500 or less. Really, I'm trying to get down to 2,500. I want to cut my spending way down. Like, and when I do spend, I want it to be stuff that I actually need. So yeah, I'm setting a goal. I think I'm gonna keep it at 3,500 to 3,000. I don't want to pigeonhole myself and be like, I'm trying to only spend $100 a month, and then I mess up the very first month of the year. So I think $250 a month or less is reasonable for me. Yeah, last thing I want to talk about is other goals for 2026. My last goal is to get my wardrobe down to 350 items or less. So that means I'm going to have to get rid of like another 100 items. Now, obviously, I'm going to be bringing in stuff because I like to shop, y'all. We know this. But if I bring in less than I give away, then I might do like I did this year and only end up with 17 items being added. But like I said, I want to get down more. So after, I'm gonna do another go through once this season is up and see if it's some more items that I really want to get rid of. I don't want to get rid of so much stuff that I feel like I don't have nothing to wear, and then I'm in this buying binge because I'm like, damn, I only got 3 sweaters. I'm not a minimalist, and I'm not trying to be. So I don't want to do that to myself where I'm like, I only got a black sweater, a white sweater, and a tan sweater. Because you know what's going to happen? I'm going to end up buying like 7 sweaters to go in between there because that's just how I am. Like, I like to have a variety. I like to dress up. I like color. So there's that. But I do, it's like after I did my preliminary winter round of giving away since I started wearing my winter item is things that I'm like, yeah, I could have got rid of this. So I think I can get rid of at least another like 50 things. And then if I keep myself steadily decreasing to where I get to a point where I'm like, okay, I'm at 350. So if I buy something gotta leave. You know what I'm saying? That's where I want to get to the point where it's like I'm only buying to replace, or with the idea that this thing no longer serves me and I want something else. So that's my biggest goal. And then, like I said, my other goal is to get my cost per wear down to $5 per item, and that's including all categories. So there's my little end of the year recap after using Indyx for almost 9 months. Like I said, I really highly recommend it. It's a great way to keep up with what's going on. Everybody need a little bit more organization in our life. And why not, we always on our phone anyway. Why not use your phone for something more productive besides watching YouTube videos, Instagram videos, TikTok videos, and watching other people's life? Do something for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. That's all I got. I don't have anything else for this video, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.